Belief in Self in Sports by Alejandro Vasaya III. In a study between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, Brasino 2012 stated that prior to confidence, a person must have a growth mindset outlook. A growth mindset allows the person to believe that he or she can learn anything over time if the right measures are taken to uptake the task. Conversely, Brasino 2012 also determined that a person with a fixed mindset would only be able to accomplish goals if it fit within their natural talent range. In a study of goal orientation and benefits about the cause of sports success among elite skiers, Duda and White 1992 used the Task and Ego Orientation in Sports Questionnaire, or TEOSQ, to establish causes of success among elite skiers. The results of the study concluded that those who were task-oriented valued hard work and improvement, while those who were ego-oriented valued external advantages such as skill, coaching, equipment, and using an unfair advantage. These values were also seen in youth competitors as well. The main issue exists when the athlete suffers from a mechanical problem and is left with no way to amend the problem. In a study of the mindset of stress, Crum, Savoy, and Echor 2013 reviewed growth and fixed mindsets and how the mindset can be altered to deliver positive attributes towards stress. Crum et al. 2013 stated that if students viewed intelligence as malleable, then improvements in academics can be made and enjoyment in learning can be experienced. With the limitations in conventional views of understanding and coping with stress, such as avoidance and reduction, a person may not have the ability to avoid stress, such as paying bills. Coping presents a compounding problem because the person experiencing the stress may also understand that there is no problem to solve. Lastly, having the mindset that stress is debilitating does in fact limit performance. However, if a person holds a stress-enhancing outlook, then he or she would be able to use stress to engage in actions to enhance the outcomes. The study revealed that just as the mindset on intelligence can be changed, the mindset of stress can also be changed over time. In a study of growth mindset of talented youth athletes, Evans and Slater 2014 stated a growth mindset in the educational setting by telling the athletes, like their physical skills, their psychological skills can be trained too. The example used was, they were considered talented and chosen in their chosen sport because of the hard work and learning they had done, and to reach mastery, they would have to undergo more deliberate practice. 4 themes were used in this study. Promoting a growth mindset, which was done when Evans and Slater 2014 spoke of the children and their skills. Engagement of fun, Evans and Slater 2014 stated that young athletes would be engaged in psychological education if they were engaged and had fun. Quotes, video clips, and reflections were used to give the athletes concrete examples of how psychological skills influence performance. Lastly, athletes were asked to choose their favorite athlete and highlight their psychological qualities. This gave the student athlete a better understanding of psychological skills and also their favorite athlete's ability to perform. Advancement in personal development and life skills were used by Evans and Slater 2014, which concluded that the skill help students help develop life skills that would transfer over to athletics. By using problem solving with more abstract thinking, collaboration by discussing psychological concepts to improve communication and teamwork skills. Also, a pre-performance routine was also devised by each athlete to help them avoid distractions. The preparation theme was used by Evans and Slater 2014 to visit the host school, procure a study site and athletic fields, contact key personnel, and distribute information, and plan their study sessions by developing a framework out of the Youth Sport Counseling Model, or YSCM. A study on the mindset of success and failure in competitive sports by Pigotier and Stein, 2010, determined that athletes with a growth mindset believe that although natural talents for a specific activity exists in each person, it is always possible to improve if adequate effort is put into the task. The growth mindset also allows the athlete to respond positively to failure. When answering a questionnaire, 45% disagreed that if they fail, they would struggle to recover. 40% disagreed with the statement that if failed, they worked hard for nothing. 26% did feel depressed if they failed, and 26% agreed that they were upset when they failed. 20% also agreed that they would take it easy if they won. The results of the research confirmed the hypothesis that the growth mindset positively affects success and failure in competitive sports. In a study of hitting in baseball, Hasselhun and Burton, 2013, stated that failure is common in baseball, and a growth mindset is necessary to pursue success. The Growth Hitting System, or GHS, has not only helped collegiate hitters, but it has proven to be helpful to youth hitters as well. By promoting mindsets and mastery orientation development, focusing on process goals, and redefining the outcome hitting standard as quality contact rather than base hits. Using this format, alignment of traditional baseball drills within the framework of sport psychology provided practical applications to create an environment for maximizing athletic potential. Feedback in belief formation is obtained by a hitter in a number of ways. How the contact felt or the flight of the ball, reactions of coaches, teammates, and fans after a hit also goes into the mindset of the hitter. These two types of feedback are termed knowledge of results, gained from seeing the ball in the air, and knowledge of performance, which a hitter gains from coaches, teammates, and fans. However, too much feedback may inhibit the hitter's ability to learn over time. The GHS is designed to teach hitters to evaluate the swing based on contact to reduce the dependence on feedback from others, thus allowing them to become their own hitting coach. The GHS established new goal-setting parameters as a motivational tool gives athletes a purpose and direction for establishing a standard for measuring personal success. Focusing on the aspects that the athlete can control raises intrinsic motivation and therefore enhances confidence. When hitters understand that consistent quality contact leads to consistent statistical performance, the goal to make the best possible contact on every pitch becomes the norm. So the development of mental skills are just as important as developing performance skills. The GHS gives hitters a framework to develop a sound strategy-based mental plan to make adjustments for creating quality contact. The GHS established a grading system for contact, 1 being poor contact, 2 being average contact, and 3 being optimal contact. This allows the hitter to make adjustments based on contact. The growth hitting system is taught in 3 phases: education, acquisition, and implementation. It is important that any hitting drills used in the education process does not inhibit the hitter's ability to make contact. The acquisition phase focuses on rewards for average and optimal contact grades. The acquisition phase also aims at having hitters identify the different aspects of the swing to make optimal contact. The implementation phase combines the education and acquisition phase to adequate motor skills and pitch mental plans. In conclusion, there are insurmountable reasons as to why the growth mindset would be beneficial to everyone. And just like the growth mindset can be advantageous in learning and advancing, it can also be taught to people with a fixed mindset. Within the mind, nothing is set in stone.